Welcome everybody. We're going to do another video on how to build drop pods. Now, we've already in the previous video built nice launch pads for an Oblivion game, but if we had a Skywars you would see that these work good for a Skywars too. This is what the pods look like. They've got a containment right here for lava. This is so that people don't go in here and just break their pod early. And we put lava inside of there. Very simple, only 2 pistons and a couple of repeaters, and this is just basically for timing. We're going to work out on the timing. You want these to fire first, and then these will be retracting, and it's a very simple dropper system. So you can put as many, put 8 of them in a circle for a Skywars, and it works good. So without any further ado, we're going to get into building this. So I have a block of choice here for the wiring. I'm going to need bedrock, redstone torch, repeaters, sticky piston, and a piece of glowstone, and a couple other things that I can't think of right now. But this is in creative, so we don't need to worry about quantities. So right here we have a place where we're going to drop down. So this kind of helps spread the lava out. So wherever you want to drop, just put a piece of glowstone. And just above here, above this glowstone, we're going to make an X. Just floating one block above it. Bring these up with 3 more blocks, making them 4 blocks tall on each edge. Nothing in the middle. I'm just going to build these up. And I'm going to break these 5 down here and these 4 right here. And this just makes sure that we're high enough in the air for a good drop. So this is our drop pod. Next, you come out away from your drop pod to the outside edge, and you place underneath this block, you place 3 blocks like so. Break these 2 blocks, come onto the inside, and you place your first sticky piston, and on the right of that sticky piston you place another. Behind the left sticky piston you place 2 blocks here. Break this block and you put a torch right there, and that'll make your piston extend. Once your piston is extended, you place 2 blocks on the front of it, 1 block on the side of that block, and 1 block underneath. Alright, that's your little lava trap. Alright, now we got to wire up this piston on the right, so we just break that block. Go ahead and place 1 underneath here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 blocks there, and then 2 behind this block with the torch on it. Alright, we get out our repeaters and we put 1 on that piston, and we put 1 on that block, and we put 1 right here so the redstone can pass by without getting bothered, and we just place redstone behind these repeaters. Let's go ahead and place a block here, put a redstone torch, and ooh, we forgot a block. Put a block on this piston. Alright, and that's your dropper ready to go. Alright, and when we put the lever on it, we're going to make it hot. So let's go ahead and put the lever on here. We'll do that last. So this pod, you just repeat this. Alright, so we go ahead and put the X above the glowstone. Build these up 4 high. Break these 5 blocks. Break these 4 blocks. Alright, that's where we're going to put it. So come out to the outside and place 3 blocks underneath here. Break these 2. put in your sticky piston. Put a sticky piston next to it. 2 blocks behind it. Break this block. Put in a torch. And then we add block here. 2 blocks here. 1 on the side. 1 below. Like so. And we're going to wire it in. Break this block. Go ahead and add 4 blocks to the back of that piston. You don't need this block. We're going to put 2 right here, and we're going to go ahead and add another one here. And put the repeater behind the piston, behind the block, 1 right here. And just go ahead and run it so that it's hot and it's charged and ready to go. Alright, we're going to repeat this for all of these 4 pods. There's no change. They're identical. And then we're going to wire them all together, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. And I'll probably cut it out. doing. I'm shooting a YouTube video. And hopefully I'll just put some music over this part. How you doing, Datalicious? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we are, building our last pod. Hopefully you didn't have any trouble up to this point. It's all very repetitive and very easy. Now we got to put in our circuit. Alright, we have all those charged up. Now we need to pick which one's going to be the first one, and I think I'm going to pick this orange one. So what we're going to need now is a lever, and place that lever right here. Put a block in front of that lever with some glowstone on it. And go ahead and flip that lever and you see the glowstone comes on. To avoid all the other circuits, we're going to just move it out one, come down this way with 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to come down one, like so. And out one more. Somewhere in here I wanted to put a repeater, so let's go ahead and move this block back one. So let's have 3 down here and 4 up here. Alright, let's go ahead and put glowstone, 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 glowstone. We want a repeater right here and glowstone on that. Now these just run underneath it like so. I'll put a piece of glowstone here, remove the torch, put the glowstone there, and now we're charged. So this base is ready to go. So now when you flip the lever, pods open, the lava goes away, and Now you got to put the lava back in. But in any case, we didn't put any lava in yet, so we're just going to leave it like that. Now we have to run these circuits in both directions. So and they're going to go in those directions there. We got to make this hot circuit come all the way over here to this pod. So let's go ahead and come over to the pod on the left, get rid of the torch, put in some glowstone, redstone. And we're going to pull this circuit all the way out here, just straight, until we meet at a point where both of these come together. And you know, the larger your circle, or the circumference, or how far these pods are away, determines how long it's going to take for them to open, and how many repeaters are going to be used. So we're going to figure out how many repeaters are being used. Oops. Yes, let's put this back some. And then we'll set the timing for each bay based on which bay is furthest away. Alright, so this first one on the left, we're just going to run redstone all the way back to our torch, or our lever. Running redstone, running the redstone. And we're going to come back through with repeaters, alright? And we're going to go here to the left first. Alright, we have a repeater right here, so this is nice and hot. We're going to follow it down, get our repeaters out. You see where this one here is pink, or lit, this one is not. You remove the one that is not lit, place a repeater. We do that all the way down. Alright, not every 10, but every 14, alright? We want as few repeaters as possible, because it's going to take a long time for this wire to activate. So we're just going to put as many. Now what you see here is I put in that last repeater, but it didn't make it all the way to the end of our pistons. So right here, just to make sure everything fires off, we're going to put a repeater right there. Alright, so that's ready to go. It's all on the lever. We turn off the lever just like we do over here, and everything will switch. So now we're going to go over to the right. Let's go ahead and get rid of this torch, put a piece of redstone, and we're going to run the road, you guessed it, all the way back to the lever again. Should have used a speed potion, but here we go. Let's do it. And they come to a point arbitrarily out here somewhere. Here we go. However many blocks apart your pods are determines how long these little roads are. Alright. Now, from the pod to the lever, we're going to run this redstone. Now I know for a fact that these are going to be more than 8 ticks away. And ticks are the measurement in redstone time caused by each repeater. So here we have 2 repeaters, and they can only max out at 4 here and 8 here. So we're going to be adding more repeaters in this area. So this redstone is going to actually have to come out a little ways. So we're, instead of putting a repeater going this way right here, we're going to go ahead and choke up on it a little bit so that we can move some wires around later. Let's go ahead and put a piece of redstone there so we can turn around here and come back to this repeater right here. Okay, so here we are. Here's the lever. Comes down to this repeater. Charges this station first. And then we put a repeater right here. And we're going to run the redstone like we did before. Placing repeaters as far away from each other as possible. So the one that's not lit, we replace. Make sure that it all lights up. You know, if you have to choke up on it around the corners, do so. Because we're going to account for each one of these repeaters and their time that it takes for this signal to actually make it over here. Again, we don't have all of our pistons firing. We have some dead space over here. So just to make sure the whole thing fires off, I'm going to place a repeater right there. Now here's the trick. One of these sides has to reach all the way around to the back. So we're going to continue this road all the way over here to this one in the back. So here, the last one, pick a side, doesn't really matter. We're going to get rid of that redstone torch, put some redstone on there, and we're going to run it over here. Back, Jay. What are you doing? What's up? Alright, now we're going to run the redstone all the way from the last pod to the pod on the right. And it's the same thing again. We're just gonna make sure that the redstone makes it all the way over there. Alright, so we're gonna get away with timing this out. I think 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we can get away with just running these repeaters tight. So this repeater we stuck right in front of these pistons reaches all the way over to here. So we're going to go ahead and put our repeater here. Just so that we don't use as many repeaters. I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way to the other launcher. Making it open. Ready to launch. Yes. And it looks like this reaches all the way to the end, all the way to this repeater, so we're just going to leave that. Okay, so here's where it gets pretty technical. This pod is the furthest one away from the lever. So when I turn off this lever, each one of these repeaters is going to turn off in order. Each time it does, it's going to take one tick. And so I need to know how many repeaters does it take to get from the lever to this piston. So we have 1, 2 repeaters, 3 repeaters, 4 repeaters, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 repeaters. So that machine over there is going to open 10 ticks after this one. Actually, yes, 10. So we want this one to have 10 ticks in front of it. So we're going to get rid of that redstone, put this right here, and we put 4 ticks on that repeater. 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks on that repeater. That's 8. That's 1 tick. One more makes 10. So we're going to do the same thing to this one. Going to make it go 4 ticks, and 2 ticks. Now we don't do these pistons over here. We let these, we let the lava side fire off immediately. We want that to ignite. It's being reversed by this torch. So far we've got 10. Alright, so let's keep counting. This is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's 19 repeaters between here and the other side. So we're going to have to add 19 ticks. So let's go ahead and add a block right here and another repeater on the end of that. So we have 5 repeaters. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many did we want? 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's 5 repeaters. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, so this last repeater, in this case, is 19 ticks away from the far side. So we need to add 5 repeaters. And then we need to add another block here, add another repeater to make 19. So that's 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick. Alright, 4 ticks. That's 12 ticks. 2, 3, 4. 12, that's 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so the last one's 3 ticks. Let's go ahead and get rid of this redstone right here and run it around the outside here. Add blocks all the way around here. And don't forget a block right here. So we're going to run the redstone around the repeater, across. Make sure we open that piston there. And keep the redstone going all the way around. And make sure this repeater is lit, so that it's reaching all the way over there. So now this side, the right side is done. And it took us 19 ticks. We're 19 ticks away. So what the trick is as we get closer to that side, when we're going to go do the pod on the left here, we're going to be getting further away from the lever. So we're going to count backwards, because it's going to take longer for that pod to go off. Instead of... so we're going to start at 19. Alright, we're going to count right from here. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 11 ticks. So let's break these. Make sure that we have 11 ticks here. We're going to have to move this repeater back. Oh, wait, we don't need that repeater. Let's try this again. put a piece of redstone here. Alright, so 3 repeaters ought to give us 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4, that's 8, plus 1 is 9, 10, 11. So 2 repeaters on 4 ticks and 1 repeater on 3 ticks is what we figured out for this case. If your circle is smaller, you're going to use less repeaters. If your pods are much further apart, make sure you leave a lot of room for repeaters, because you're going to need them. Alright, everything looks good. Everything's ready to go. And if I throw this lever, you can have all your friends verify that they all drop at the same time. Except for one problem here. Yeah, that's right. So what happens is the lava piston goes off first, and then the pods open. And you can hear it that all those pistons are going off at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and throw the lever. Yeah, I can't hear them. But in any case, we're finished. So what we do is we make sure our lever is hot. We don't want anybody to touch it, because this part is tricky. We're going to take a lava bucket and our block of choice, and we're going to break the drop block, put lava in here, and put that block back. Okay, we're just going to go around, make sure we do all of the pods. Lava, that has spilled out fast. That was like the freaking nether. So break this, place lava, place a block. Lava, block. We're almost done with our Oblivion ring. Alright. That should be it. Okay, now once you've done that, the last step is you place this piece of redstone in your Oblivion pod, and you are hot and ready to play. It's done for Sky Wars or any other time. So thank you so much for spending your time with me and watching my subscribe for more. These things, but thank you for spending your time with me. Peace. Lava block. Woo!